main pop-ups.
Yeah, it's a way to test the market on a relatively cheaper scale.
I think you're more likely to like adventurous food if you go to a pop-up than if you go to a brick-and-mortar spot. I think you'll have more of an opinion.
If you know what a pop-up is, first of all, and you're okay going to a pop-up, you're kind of a little bit more like, there should be at least some understanding, hopefully, oftentimes there's not, that, hey, this is not their kitchen. They're not... They might be using, like, induction burners or something behind some, like, studio. Like, it may not even be a professional kitchen at all.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people don't care. Because they just want, like, their meal hot. Or maybe they're there because they saw on Instagram and they just want to be like, oh, I should go here. Mm-hmm. They don't know the history of the chef or whatever. They're just like, oh, well, we should go here.
Gotcha. Do you ever see yourself writing for any publications?
Technically, I did write one thing that I request be deleted.
Yeah.
From Eater.
Oh, yeah? Why?
Yeah. Well, I think I hurt too many feelings.
Okay.
Yeah. And it just got too awkward on a personal level. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, please just take it down. Like,
and they took it down?
Yeah.
Have you worked with them since?
No. Mm-hmm. But it's not even really like...
about that?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I just view it as like, it should be fun. Mm-hmm. Like life is so hard. Restaurants are so hard. If you're eating in a restaurant, be a good guest. Yes, it's like the service business, but like be a good guest, show up on time, or communicate.
Right.
Communicate dietary restrictions. Communicate those things. Because it's not... There's some people who are cooking for themselves, and they're just like, fuck that. But like, as long as there's just a proper dialogue, reasonably, like I'm okay if people will be like, oh, can we modify this? But you gotta like have some notice. You can't just like show up and be like, oh, I need a vegan menu.
Yeah.
Like some sensitivity of like, these are independent businesses that have to run a certain way. It's like they don't just like, like bread. Like they don't just have a bunch of bread. Like that could be a thing. It's not Olive Garden.
Where are you going to eat after this?
I have no idea. I might go to Brazen Head because we're like right here. But it really depends on timing.
Gotcha. I need some sustenance here.
Yeah,
going down.
You're off red meat though, right?
I'm on a vegetarian diet. Let's
like
call
so.
It.
No chicken.
I could have fish.
No chicken. I could have fish. No fish.
Chicken's dangerous for me because most likely it will have the skin on it, and they've asked us not to do like animal fat. So
is this like a health thing?
Yeah, I'm going to a resort, and they just asked you to like clear my head, and I was asked to do all these steps. So I'm like, okay, for that. And,
but it's like a wellness.
Yeah, basically,
type of thing?
Wellness thing.
Like
trying to leadership sort of thing, and just try to find myself, and
Where do you think you're going? I know this is your show, but like, where do you think you're going in 2022?
2022. Well, there's going to be a lot more SUCIOTALK. There hopefully will be a studio. That's the goal, to either get a studio in my home or get a residency at a studio.
Okay,
here in either San Francisco.
It's kind of like establishing.
Yeah, establishing.
Like you were doing a long road trip.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm just trying to. The road trip was about getting more awareness for the show because I find like Instagram is not enough. Like
you also got to see a lot of cool restaurants.
See a lot, eat a lot. It was inspirational.
You've been to like so many restaurants that are on my wish list.
Yeah,
and I haven't been. In part because of the pandemic, but like. That's kind of like envious of that. That's cool. Like, I want to go to Long Oven.
Yeah.
I want to go to Reverie.
Shit's good, dude. All those restaurants were fire. Anjou, fucking DC killed it. New York was amazing. Rhode Island, I went to Oberlin. I still haven't posted about that, but I went to Oberlin and I saw a chef there, and
I just realized, by the way, that I did not fully answer your question about like 5 restaurants in the Bay.
Yeah. It's all good. What did we get to?
1.
Okay. Who else?
Sushi Yoshizumi.
Okay.
In San Mateo.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely more traditional.
Okay.
Than what you would see in most of the Bay Area sushi restaurants.
Got you.
1 star if you happen to care about Michelin.
Yeah.
Probably should be 2 if we're, in my opinion, a little more discerning. You know, he's a friend, but I'll say Murad. You know, it's a good restaurant.
Yeah, I've been there quite a bit.
Quite a number of times. Yeah.
And where else?
I'm trying to diversify it a little bit. I'm really looking forward to Le Fantastique, Robbie Wilson's place. I personally like Bird Dog in Palo Alto. Yeah. Not everyone's cup of tea, but
why? Do you think?
I don't know. I think just some people are just like don't like it. But that's true of anywhere, really, right?
Yeah, everyone is gonna have haters.
You know, like Lazy Bear.
Yeah.
Some people are like, it's the worst restaurant. No, like you haven't been there. Like,
yeah,
you're just hating on David
and the concept.
Yeah, and like, okay, maybe David didn't work at this place or that place, but
he built his own.
This brand, bro. That has endured.
He put pop-ups on the map. He made it possible for pop-ups to become a brick and mortar space.
So it's like the test of time has shown that he deserves to be where he is.
Yeah.
Now, it may not sit well with people that like he didn't do that. It's like The Miz in WWE. He was on The Real World. He was on Tough Enough. That may not sit well that like he didn't go to Japan. He didn't go to like England or Mexico or like
he still worked hard.
Yeah, but like he still was on the indies. He still was like putting in work.
Yeah.
When no cameras were around. It's not like, oh, he's just there for the fame. It's like, no, he took bumps.
Did it the hard way.
Yeah. So Barzilay, yeah, he did the Lazy Bear as like a pop-up. He's a former lawyer, but he is where he is for a reason.
Yeah.
And that may not sit well with some people. I understand. Because it's not a traditional path.
But that's like hating on John Yao, like because he hasn't had a traditional path. It's like, fuck those people, fuck that. Like I'm sorry, but if you can do it and you're doing it, then do it.
If you're mad because he has a Michelin star or 2 Michelin stars and you don't, you should really be mad at Michelin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, if you're mad that you don't have Michelin stars, I don't.
Not to take away from the hard work that you're doing at your restaurant.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like, I don't think that you should take it to heart. Like, oh, we didn't get our, I mean, we know that historically that's been a very depressive thing for our community and our chefs. But I don't think that we should be like that.
It can be quite a blow because it is a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah. But we should always be like, oh, he got a star. Awesome.
Like,
you know what I mean? Not like,
I don't know why certain restaurants don't have stars.
Yeah.
That I think should have stars. But
I'd like to talk to a Michelin.
For the record, I am not a Michelin inspector.
You're not a Michelin inspector?
Although that joke has been made.
Around. Yeah.
Yeah, it has been several times.
I want to meet one. So if there's any Michelin...
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If there's any Michelin, we'll keep it under wraps. Maybe you're a defector. Maybe you don't like Michelin anymore. Maybe you want to tell your story.
I mean, there are
SUCIOTALK.
former Michelin inspectors who have gone public,
who have defected,
or no longer associated.
They're the reasons why we have all the info we have on them.
Maybe.
Keeps getting more interesting.
It's a weird rating. But, I mean, all of them are, right? Like, it matters. Michelin matters as much as people don't want it. It does matter. It can move the needle.
Right.
World's 50 Best can move the needle. And it can be frustrating because you're like, oh, is that really like the 50 best?
Yep.
But it's their list.
Yeah, they can do whatever
they want on that list. And they have their own brand. And there's all these enablers, including me, including chefs who show up there and be like, yeah, thank you for the award. You know, so you can hate on it, but it's like, I think it was actually Steve Botnicki, that guy, who compared it to Miss Universe.
Right.
Is Miss Universe really the best in the entire universe?
Right.
No, most likely not. But that is that's their award. Like,
yeah.
And there's a certain brand that comes with it. Now, if you want to create your own list and put like,
shout out to Miss India.
She won yes. First time in like how many years? Like more than 15.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw Puerto Rico almost made it. They were top 10. And then they didn't make it to top 5 though.
Top 10 though.
Top 10 still. Yeah, that's a lot, baby. That's a lot.
I in my opinion, Michelin matters, World's 50 Best matters, especially if you're in the top spot, obviously. Bon Appetit matters, but really only if you're in the top spot. But those things matter. We can hate on it or not, but they matter because people are not like me, where I'm just following various accounts or various happenings, and like sometimes I find out shit before the PR people do, or I find out shit before like the Chronicle does, because I'm generally obsessed with this shit.
Yeah,
like for better or for worse. So I follow it. I'm like, I'm just really, but most people are not like that. Most people they're busy with their lives.
Yeah,
they might go to whatever the equivalent of Chili's is, or whatever their rotation of regular spots. And it needs something. It needs those exaggerations where it's like, this is the best.
Yeah,
to get things on the radar, because people need those type of things for to say like Eater heat map or whatever will always exist. Right. Yelp of some form will always exist. Now you may hate on the specifics of their algorithms or whatever, but like that culture will always exist, because whether it be for movies or music or whatever, there's too much content out there. We need guidance. Yeah. And if there's someone who makes a list or whatever and says, this is the best restaurant, you're like, well, it's on my radar now.
Yeah. Gotcha. I don't know. Some people fuck it up for everybody else.
I mean, like Meadowood was on the list for a while.
I hope we can bring the respect back to James Beard. And
I feel like James Beard though is more of a thing. It's nice to say, but I don't know if the public at large really understands what it means.
But that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to have, because we have Michelin, so that's the world thing. It's okay to have awards just for us.
The criteria of James Beard awards is so specific.
Somebody actually tried to get me in, and they wrote me, and they were like, "Hey, I'm filling this out because I really want to put the show into the fray." Yeah. I'm like, okay, and then they basically asked all these personal questions, and I was just like, I don't think.
Well, I mean, I think
you know what I mean. Like,
they're compensating.
And he has to pay money to do it. I'm like, this is not. I didn't feel right.
They're compensating for, the scandal that happened. They won't. They had to do some kind of like moral vetting,
background check a little bit. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Is my guess.
Yeah. Well, fuck, man. Let's go get some food.
How are we doing that? I saw...
We got about 104 minutes, but I think that you were going to be the most reoccurring guest.
I know some people are like, they had like Avenue M, Andrew, he had a very long one. Yep. I was like, oh, we got to have a longer episode than this.
No way, dude.
They may not want that.
No, they may not.
You gotta be market oriented.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll be all right, man. We'll catch up again after you've gone to more restaurants, and we'll find out if anybody.